back, ladies and gentlemen. Basilray here. You can tell by the crazy-ass artwork behind me, still at the Hyatt in Lisle, Illinois, on my work trip. Opening with a little Boba's Bounty here from my video review from yesterday. Just can't get enough of that stuff. Today we're going to talk about something totally different vendor, totally different juice, totally different flavor. This is, and yeah, if you are familiar with Tasty Vapor and the Atomic Cinnacide, you knew as soon as that bottle flashed up on the camera exactly what it was. This particular bottle here is, and you can see it, 10% VG, 24 milligram. And if you've never had Atomic Cinnacide, let me start by telling you this juice is pretty darn legendary. Around the forum and amongst vapors, it's often referred to just as AC, Atomic Cinnacide. One of the few juices out there that goes by its initials more often than it goes by its full name. We're going to look at it on the Indulgence here, just swapped out for a freshly charged battery. We're going to look at it both with a low resistance atomizer and with a standard resistance atomizer. We're going to start with the standard resistance here. This is a fairly clean atomizer. I did put a little AC in this earlier. Put one drop in here just to make sure it's nice and moist. And while I'm doing that, Tasty Vapor, I do like these bottles quite a bit. They're nice. They've got a lot of nice give to them when you're squeezing on the bottle. And if you notice here, look at how narrow this dripper is. The dripper is really pretty narrow, and I like that. It makes it more accurate, especially when you're a dripper. You know, you can carry this bottle around. You're not going to spill a whole lot. What you're going to find is that on some of these bottles, this blue top here of the dripper, it's one piece. Some bottles are clearly not created equal, especially when it comes to Tasty Vapor. It's the juice that makes the bottle, not the bottle that makes the juice. That being said, it does tend to leak just a little bit from this blue, nice narrow drippers. I found that on pretty much most of the bottles from Tasty Vapor I've seen, including my bottle of Blue Bulls. So we've got it loaded up. Let me just give it a quick couple of fires here, make sure it's ready to go. And let's check it out. Atomic Cinnacide, 24 milligram, 10% VG, 3.7 volts, standard resistance atomizer. So you can see they're a pretty decent vapor. It is only 10% VG. The more VG you put in this juice, you're not really going to sacrifice any flavor because the flavor is so strong. You will get more vapor out of it though. So one more look here. This is the Vapor Production standard 510 atomizer. So really pretty decent. Let's talk about what's really important with this juice though, and that's the crazy flavor. If you don't like Big Red Gum, if you don't like Atomic Fireballs or hot tamale candies, even on occasion, you might as well click X in the corner, shut this video down, because this stuff just isn't going to be for you. This is for a real cinnamon lover out there. I myself really enjoy Atomic Cinnacide, but then again, I'm the kind of guy who's chewed Big Red exclusively. It's the only gum I've bought, the only gum I've really chewed by choice for like the last 12 years easy. Because of that, this has one of the most outrageously strong cinnamon flavors you've ever tried. It's like taking an entire package of Big Red, shoving it in your mouth, chewing on it a bit, and spitting it out. It's going to leave that nice cinnamon linger in your mouth. It's going to hit your tongue as you're inhaling, and it's going to make your tongue tingle, and that flavor is going to dance around on your tongue. And it's actually going to make your mouth water. I can feel my mouth watering as we speak, wanting to keep vaping this stuff. So it's really hard to put down. Especially if you really enjoy, cinnamon and very strong cinnamon flavors. People often say that AC has a throat hit that's, unparalleled, except for its tongue hit. The flavor is just so strong and so incredible that it's so unique in and of itself that it hits your tongue. And the first couple of times you vape it, especially if you're not ready for it and you're not used to having a lot of hot things, spicy things, real cinnamony things, it almost makes your tongue bloop, bloop, bloop. See, I can't even say it. Almost makes your tongue go numb. So the flavor is outrageous. The throat hit's really pretty good, and the vapor is pretty decent with the standard resistance atomizer. Now I did switch this. This is my low resistance atomizer. Again, still on the same Indulgence, same drip tip. Just going to put a drop in here for good measure. There we are. Just give it a couple quick bursts here, make sure it's ready to go. Adjust that a little bit, had a little too tight. You can see right off the bat the vapor is definitely thicker with the low resistance atomizer. Not going to give you exactly a true 5-volt experience, but it's going to be really pretty close. Yeah, much thicker vapor. At the low resistance atomizer level on this 3.7 volt device, the flavor just explodes that much more. Just when you think this thing can't get any stronger of a flavor to it, it definitely does at this lower resistance. It hits your tongue harder, hits your throat harder, makes your mouth water, 10 times as much, and it's just it's outrageous how great this juice tastes, how great it vapes. It's one of those things that once you've tried it, it's hard to put it down. You get to the point where you vaped so much of this that you start to be able to stop tasting other juices you got. You won't be able to taste your Boba's Bounty, your Better Butter Rums, your Tasty Vapor Red Bulls, whatever you might have on hand, and you almost have to take a break from this stuff, but you just can't put it down because it literally makes your mouth water, makes your tongue dance. Let me leave you with one more shot of this, but if you haven't tried it, head out to tastyvapor.us, put in an order. 15 bottles is going to get you, $15 is going to get you a 30 ml bottle. And you can also grab yourself a bottle of Doubler, which just, if you're not aware of it, check it out in the forums. What it does, it's just a straight up blend with no nicotine, allows you to buy higher strength and double the amount of juice that you've got. Those will run you 10 for a 2 ounce and I believe 15 for a 4 ounce if my pricing is still correct. So definitely check it out, tastyvapor.us. Even if you don't like cinnamon, they've got a ton of other just crazy good flavors out there. One of the few juice vendors that I'll go to on a regular basis at this point. So leave you with one shot of this. Again, low resistance atomizer, 3.7 volt Indulgence, freshly charged battery, dripped in. Until I see you guys next time, vape away, have a good one, keep it going.